It's 3 a.m. and a call wakes you up telling you that your database is gone and your entire system is down. How will this affect your business, your customers, your operations? If you cannot answer this confidently with a solid plan, then you should lose some more sleep until you have peace of mind that your system or your business can recover from this. And here are 4 strategies that you can try depending on your needs so you can achieve that. First is the most popular one, which is the backup and restore. The name speaks for itself. You back up your database, your servers, your volumes, and then you restore as needed. It is simple and cheap. However, there's a catch. The frequency of your backup determines how much data you're going to lose. If you back up every week, you lose a week's worth of data. If you back up every day, then you lose a day's worth of data. For databases, this risk can be mitigated using point-in-time recovery, wherein you also store the transaction logs so you can recover into a specific point in time. For some, it can be up to the last 2 to 5 minutes, which is really helpful in avoiding the loss of too much data. However, this does not solve the issue of downtime. And remember, the downtime is directly proportional to the amount of data. So, depending on the size of your database or your system or your drives, it can take hours, even days, to fully recover. Your next option is using Pilot Lite. This approach ensures that the core component of your system, like your database or other critical services, have replicas that are already running and ready to serve. Essentially, if a problem arises, then you can immediately switch to using them, thereby reducing the amount of time needed to recover and also reducing the data loss. For most use cases, having a standby database is enough, as they can immediately fail over to this standby database with zero or minimal data loss. However, for those businesses that cannot afford hours-long downtime, then this one still does not suit you because not everything on your system is working and live. Therefore, if a full system outage occurs, then you still have to restore the rest of the components. So this may or may not work for you depending on your tolerance for downtime, but at the very least, we have already solved the issues of having data loss. And this is cheaper than the next 2 strategies, which are warm standby and multi-site. These 2 are really similar. They both have a duplicate of your entire system in another region. The only difference is how scaled down it is. With warm standby, you have a scaled down version of your system. For example, if you have 8 CPUs for each your database and 8 CPUs for your virtual machine, then your warm standby will have 2 CPUs or 4 CPUs on each. On the other hand, multi-site has an exact copy of your system. So if you have 8 CPUs database and 8 CPUs virtual machine, the standby instance on another region has 8 CPUs of database and 8 CPUs of virtual machine as well. Both these last 2 strategies ensure that your system can recover with minimal to zero downtime and data loss. But if you're using warm standby, then you should be okay that your system will recover, but it will be a little bit slower. However, if you want the most robust, resilient, and also the most expensive, then you should go for multi-site. So that's it. The choice really depends on your tolerance for downtime and data loss. Follow for more tips as we lift systems from ground to cloud.